Assignment 365 Live. I'm your host, Pamela Denise. Today is day 46. I'm like, do I say we in it or we out here? Like both, we all the way in it and we out here in the deep. And I am thankful for that. Hey, I'm feeling good. Billy White. I'm going to set this camera up really quick. And I'm not going to go live on TikTok. I'm just going to stay over here with you guys. So today was a good day. Today was a really, really good day. So yesterday, y'all know I'm documenting my journey. Yesterday on my live, I said, yesterday on my live, I said that I was talking about the promises, because here you're going to get the promises of God. You're going to get principles that align you to the promises of God, and you're going to get my process. You're going to get faith. You're going to get how I stay focused, because it's always a lot of distractions. You're going to get my diet and my discipline. That's what we're going to talk about on this channel. And so yesterday I was talking about some of the promises of God, and I said how that we are this. I start with every day this covenant that I created, the crown covenant, and I said, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. No, I will rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. Then I go on, I'm created in the image and likeness of God, born into sin, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. It's a lot more I'll share with you, but not at this moment. But yesterday I said, even starting out, I hadn't thought about this before. Just saying, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I wake up some days because I'm not yet in my promise. I'm in position. And like, I still be having concerns. When I go ahead of today, that's when the concern comes. Like sometimes it feels like it's right in your face, but it's not. It's a little bit way off. You see it, and you can focus on that, and you can focus on God. I always think about when Peter was walking on water and started drowning and started to sink. Jesus was like, "Look at me, Peter. Just look at me." Uh, Look at no. What he said was, he grabbed him and said, "Where's your faith?" So the look at me. There's this movie called The Shack, and it is a great depiction of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's a wonderful book. I read the book some years ago, and then when the movie came out, I watched the movie. I went to see it, but it's one of my favorite movies. But there is a depiction of not Peter, but the guy, the main character in the story. His name is Mackenzie. Mackenzie was the boat was in the water, and Jesus had walked to the boat, and so Mackenzie asked if he could walk on water. Long and short, I don't have to be short here. He did let him walk on the water, and when and when the water got ready to overtake him, same thing happened. So that's what it made me think about. But this is it's the promises. It's the promises of God, and starting out saying, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Just the fact, and I didn't think about it really till yesterday, just the fact that the Lord has made the day. The Lord has made this day. He has gone before us. He has put things in position before we got up. If we get up, since we get up, we can trust that our life, especially if we've given it to Him, is in God's hands. And when I woke up this morning, I thought about the conversation I had here. And I was like, and I leaned into it a little bit more when I said my covenant this morning. I said, this is the day the Lord has made. Thank you for letting me see this day. Like, really, I'm like, okay, because you have made the day. I will rejoice and be exceedingly glad in it. And then I went further to my covenant. But today is day 2. I don't know if we talked about this. Today is day 2 of my watermelon fast. Yeah, absolutely. I told y'all yesterday that I was on a watermelon fast. 3 days. I don't know if I gave how many days, but 3 days. Today is day 2. Solid. You know what I love about fasting? I love living a fasted lifestyle. It's a superpower. But I love it because it disciplines you. It and we need discipline in order to be most effective and productive in this world. Like and on assignment, right? We gotta be disciplined. And that's what fasting does for me. And I hadn't fasted in a long time, but one of my accountability partners a couple years ago, we started becoming accountable to each other every 7 days. And and um and she had fasting on hers, like she wants to fast one day within the 7 days. And I was like, you are not gonna be growing over there, not me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fasting. I haven't fasted in a long time, so I'm gonna add that to the mix. And I did. So I started doing it like once a week, and then I want to see how disciplined I can do, and I do twice a week. And now I just do different things, but it's always about denial of flesh and cleaning your body because your digestive system absolutely needs a break. It absolutely needs a break. The things that they're putting in the food over here, like we need to clean ourselves. So today is day 2 of a watermelon cleanse fast, and I feel amazing. So I recorded some content today. I recorded some videos for some marketing campaigns that I'm getting ready to do, and really, really excited about that. Excited. That's such a generic word. Anticipating. I'm really anticipating um, just the impact that it can make. Thank you, Pam. Use your words. I'm anticipating because um, I had worked on it. It's a funnel, which is a marketing piece, and it explains the system that I sell. And then there's an upsell and the downsell. Once you click on one thing, then you get the opportunity to do other things. And so it's a good funnel, but there's video that went with it that it just didn't gel. It just didn't gel. I was in my head. My hair wasn't as nice as it could be, but I did it and I put it in a funnel. But that's what happens. What I'm realizing that it is a process. Like do it and then take your time. Don't be on a hard deadline because you will, if you want it right, you will have to make some adjustments. So I'm thankful that I wasn't on a hard deadline and I was able to make the adjustments. 'Cause I've had the funnel for about a month, and so I was feeling a little stagnant with it. I was feeling like, chat, if you're here, chat with me. I was feeling like um, that I was stuck in not doing anything with this tool that I have because a funnel is designed to draw traffic and sales. Definitely draw leads and then help convert them. That is what a funnel is for. And so I found out about it. And now this is not my first funnel, but this is the best funnel that I've done. And somebody's talking to me now without my glasses. Hey, head turners. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining. It's definitely the best funnel that I did. But the video, I went to a place about a month ago to record some content and record these videos. And the angle was kind of like this, like I was sitting in front of the camera, and they just didn't land. Like they didn't land. I placed them there in the funnel, but again, I wouldn't move forward with it. But now I recorded new videos today, and I feel real good about them. I'm gonna have somebody take a look at them for me. Um, just to get a second opinion. But I feel good about them. I never really felt good about those. So I'm looking forward to starting like a marketing campaign, probably the best one that I've done thus far. And I'm thankful for that because without effective, efficient, consistent marketing, you will not have a viable business. And I didn't plan on this being a business, but it is what God has called me to. So I'm going to be as effective and efficient as possible and yeah, and make it everything it's supposed to be because the whole point is that I've got something to help people fight depression, anxiety, get closer to God, ground, hydrate, align, to help in a real way. I say in my covenant every day, The world is a better place because of my presence in it, and my contribution to it will be made. And I believe that to be true, and I'm going to do my very best to make that true. So I recorded content around other videos. That was amazing. Let me see. Jim, amen. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jim, for joining. So I did that. And when I say that was a major accomplishment, because I recorded 2 videos for my funnel, for my marketing. And then I recorded a Who is Pamela Denise video, because it's been a long time since I made the last one. So I had to do a new one. I'm doing new marketing, Who is Pamela Denise. And so I recorded that video. Give me a second. So I recorded that video, and that felt good. It was a good look. It was a good look. And I'm seeing fruit, you know? Like, you be in it so long doing things, and I just see things coming to fruition, and it feels amazing. Along with the watermelon cleanse, that feels amazing too. There was something else. That I wanted to share. Okra water. Nope, 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 nope. Did I tell you my grandbaby was potty trained? Big Mama had a lot to do with that. That's part of my process. Like, my grandbaby is a big, big part of my life. I'm processing some things right now. I am processing communicating with men, and the opportunity, of course, has always been there. But I've been so focused and on assignment. This is what I'm processing. Give me a minute, because I'm about to process it. That's why I'm here. You're gonna get my process. But I've been married twice. The first time I got married, I didn't want to fall into sexual sin. The second time I got married, he was a good man, but our communication wasn't good, and I didn't know how not to say yes. Like, when a good man married you, how do you not say yes, right? I didn't know how not to, so I did. And the marriages became what they became. I had a son with the first one, and got a granddaddy for my granddaughter from the second one, because he is that baby's grandpappy. I love that so much for both of them. But when I first got closer to God, uh, I was just focused. Like, right, I just wanted to be focused. And then my focus got me on assignment. So then there was work to do. And so now my whole life has changed. Now I'm living a whole nother life. Now I'm like no longer selling real estate, and I'm creating something altogether different. I'm speaking. People are having me speak at their events. Rightfully so. I speak life. And in coaching. So I'm doing all these things. And I know that the promise of God is happening. Wait, give me one moment. Everything, I'm being cognizant about what I share, but I gotta share the process. I'm listening. So I'm focused. I'm on assignment, and I could not see anybody. But now I ask God, like, I don't want nothing to just spring up on me. I asked God early this year. Yes, we are blessed. We are blessed. We are. I asked God early this year, I said, prepare my heart. I hadn't admitted yet that I desired to be in a marriage again. I didn't want to admit that. I didn't want that to be true for me, because I feel so whole. I know that I can never be more loved than I am. I know that. But I desire a love like God would desire for me. And I've never had it. I've never had it. And this is no shade, especially towards my second husband, because he's a good guy. Um, but I've never had what I've desired. And so before spoke on it. I said, God, just prepare my heart. Let's me ease into the conversation. Prepare my heart for me to see someone and be prepared if someone sees me. So I started paying a little bit more attention. I've had a couple conversations, but the process is we live in a day that it is almost like women who want to be married, and who even make, because I believe anything that you want to do, you should do it well. Like I got married twice, and neither time did I really know how to be a wife because I had never seen one. I never seen one. My mother and my father, they were married, but they were divorced most of my childhood. And my mother didn't remarry, and my father didn't until I was much, much older. So I didn't know what it looked like. But I have learned, because I have taken on a lot of endeavors in life. I need water. I've learned that anything you want to do, you should do it well. You should be exceptional at it if you can. You can learn. You can expand your thought process, your skill sets. Oh, that was so good. This is okra water. I do 2 of these a day now, and I do 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. I'm just trying to balance my hydration. But I knew that I did not know how. And I remember when we had hit a couple rough times, me and Hall are feeling fulfilled, prepares the, yes, prepares the best version